It was a lot.
All right, so the commissioner of baseball, Rob Manfred, is stealing my good ideas. Or at least he's willing to consider good ideas. I've talked about this before, but he was on a podcast, and he was asked about the idea of a Golden At-Bat, which I will explain in a second. But first, Here's what he said about it. There are a variety of rule changes that are being talked about out there. One of them, there was a little buzz around it at an owners' meeting, was the idea of a Golden At-Bat. That rule and things like that are in the conversation stage only right now. So they're not going to put it in, but this is one that should be fast-tracked, and it's the idea, and I love it, of each team, once a game, can deploy whichever offensive player they want at any time that they want. So it's the 8th inning, you're down by a run, the bases are loaded, but you got your number 8 hitter coming up the bat. You could say, timeout, put Shohei Ohtani up to bat, put Mookie Betts, and there could be 3, 4, 5, 8 spots away, but you can put them in one time. You don't have nobody comes out of the game. Mookie Betts still gets to take his turn in the regular spot in the batting order, and you just get one time a game to put your best player in the most important spot.
To bat out of order.
To bat
one time out of order.
You're not batting out of order because that's a whole nother thing. You get a Golden At-Bat, which basically the rules just don't apply. You can pick any player you want and put them in that spot to try to help you win the game.
So I can get Shohei up to bat,
hit,
get on base, and then bring him back with the Golden At-Bat.
He would go back to where he is normally in the order.
So he would knock himself in.
In a perfect world, he could knock himself in.
Yes. I'm all for that. That sounds good.
Tell me that it wouldn't add a layer of excitement where, it's the late innings, it's a playoff game.
Yeah.
Neither team has used its Golden At-Bat. It's a one-run game, and all of a sudden, the Padres have a one-run lead on the Dodgers, and they get a couple of guys on, but Shohei Ohtani is not coming up for 4 more guys in the batting order.
You think the game might be over then?
You might not even get him up in a meaningful situation again. Why not be able to put him in? We only get to do it once. You don't get to do it a million times. What's not a great idea about that?
Just from the baseball purist standpoint, doesn't that kind of skew the stats?
Yeah. You know what else skews the stats?
Yeah.
You got to pitch to 3 guys. You know what else skews the stats? The bases are closer than they used to be with the larger bases. You got ghost runners at second base. They've changed the rules.
True.
The rules are different now.
For steals, yes, all that stuff, pitching, sure. But this is like you're changing hitting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that
they got designated hitter. They changed the rules.
There may be a no because of that from a historic standpoint. But me, I don't care. That sounds good to me.
It's a great idea. Yeah. And baseball is the only, and finally they've got on board too. Every sport changes their rules. Basketball changes their rules all the time. Football changes their rules all the time. There was a time where you couldn't go for 2 in the NFL.
But I've never
now you
seen
can.
Such a dramatic rule like that.
They have a ghost runner in the 10th inning. They just put a guy on second base. That's pretty darn dramatic.
But I can bring a guy back up at any time, or at least once. I've never seen that in any sport.
If the argument is we've never done it before, that's not a good reason not to do it.
No, but that's a big change.
It is.
That's
dramatic.
It's
a huge change. You know what else would be?
What?
Super exciting and super fun. We
like
get
a 4-point shot in basketball.
One extra Aaron Judge at-bat a game. One extra Shohei Ohtani at-bat a game. One extra Fernando Tatis at-bat.
It would
Bryce
add
Harper.
a layer of entertainment, but you'd be changing the game slightly.
A layer of entertainment,
lot, actually.
A layer of second guessing, a layer of, because let's say you get the bases loaded in the 3rd inning, you got a chance to put the game away. Do you use it then? Do you bring him in?
You know who would hate it? Pitchers.
Yeah.
Pitchers would hate it.
You know who else?
Madison Bumgarner would go nuts.
He's a great. I'm glad you brought up him because I don't want to say he's the last one, but he is one of the last of a dying breed. That go, the game shouldn't. Who cares?
Yeah,
have fun. It's the NFL, Major League Baseball, NBA, all of it. You know what it is? It's a TV show.
It's entertainment.
It's a TV show. It's entertainment. It's no different than The Sopranos. It's no different than anything else. Entertain me. This would be more entertaining.
It would be. It'd be fun, but it would change the sport. Has any sport changed that dramatically?
They added a 3-point shot in the NBA. That's a pretty dramatic change.
Right. I mean, so add another one, like a 4-point shot, or you get 5 points for half court.
Okay.
That would be the same as this.
MT has been advocating that for years.
A half-court shot is 5 points?
Just a 4-point shot, a 5-point shot? Yeah.
That works. I'm trying to, at football, have they added an extra layer?
You can go for 2 now. And I know it's been a while, but they changed the rules.
Yeah. Tom Tupa, first 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
But that's, I am all for it. Like you said, I'm with it, but that does change the sport slightly forever.
Chris, so let
let me get to this main thing. Okay, main thing. Ready? So this have you heard about this Golden Bat Rule?
Yes, I saw this on my X feed and my Blue Sky feed, which the Blue Sky made me think it might actually be real. And and I went, wait, I'm sorry, is this like one of those parody accounts?
Yeah, it is weird. So the idea is that when you're in a Major League Baseball game and you get to a spot where you'd like to have your very best hitter, you can bat them in that spot. So in other words, let's say Mookie, Freddie, and Teoscar, hopefully he's coming back, all get on base.
Okay.
You're allowed to come back with Ohtani to bat with the bases loaded, even though he batted right before Mookie.
So you just take him off third base or something?
No, it's just a free at bat. You just say, okay, Shohei, this isn't your spot in the lineup, but you're going up because there are runners in scoring position.
And he's not out of the game because of it.
Yeah, he still sticks to his normal spot.
It's an anomaly.
I know.
You throw out the golden bat onto the field, just like you do with the flag.
Is that what? That's a good
then
idea.
there's gold fireworks.
I think Quincy made that up.
Yeah,
but
but
that
it's
would
a
be
good
funny.
idea. Yeah.
You know, for the golden at bat.
Hang on, guys, and you bring out the golden bat.
Are
It's symbolic.
we sure that this is real?
Yes,
I'm
Rob
reading
Manfred
Jason
said
Stark,
it.
Yeah.
Like Rob Manfred said that with a straight face.
He said it on a podcast.
Yeah, he said there was a lot of buzz about one of these
of buzz.
ideas.
I mean, like, was he buzzed as he was saying it?
Probably.
Now, why are you against him, Momo?
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. It is so.
That is the dumbest thing
That
I've
is
heard
not-
in quite some time.
For a game that the World Series did well because it was LA, New York.
Sure.
We were into it because of the Dodgers.
Yep.
But for a game that has been thought of as a little boring over the years, even though some adjustments, does it not make things more exciting?
Would it make things more? So, in other words, let's just say, can you send Shohei to the plate anytime?
I mean, can I do it 8 times a
No,
game?
just once.
You can just do
Golden
it
bat.
once, but you got to throw out the golden bat, and then once it's used,
Throw
it's
the
done.
golden bat.
But wouldn't it be great if, like, Shohei
One
was
golden
up,
bat a game.
and then Shohei loaded the bases, and then they threw the golden bat out for himself again, like one after the other?
It's perfect.
That'd be very confusing.
I mean,
I'm
like,
against this completely. I think it's
Completely.
ridiculous, a preposterous idea.
I just want who came up with this and workshopped it and
I'm sure it's Theo Epstein, who's Theo Epstein took another job, right? Theo Epstein was the guy who
so, yeah.
sort of
He did
got
the
in
other
and,
stuff.
and did all the
it's
upgrades.
just like not even baseball anymore. Like we're just playing a video game.
Want to hear an even worse one that's floating around?
No.
There's an even worse one floating. I'll actually talk about it coming up next.
They let a team spend billions and defer all the money?
I think that's already allowed. Yeah, that's already.
I didn't know if that was the next game.
Just defer everything.
They just have a
defer
better
everything.
accountant
It's like a new, like there's a new Squid Game season.
Yes.
It's like MLB this season.
Yeah.
A team signs everybody and they defer all the money. What will happen next?
Good question.
Yeah.
Coming up next, we'll spin the wheel of questions, plus the other stupid rule that they're considering in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
This is just another
I want to hear
reach.
all about the stupid stuff.
Another reach. Mason and Ireland, 17.